Celestion has moved production for the Vintage 30 from China back to the UK. And in this video, we're going to find out what the tonal differences are between the two. And this is going to be a lot of fun and very interesting too. Back when Celestion started making the Vintage 30, I think in the mid to late 80s, they started producing them in the UK. And then later, I think around 2002, they moved production to China for all the regular Vintage 30s. And they kept making them over there for many years. And then this year, they decided to bring production of the Vintage 30 back to the UK. Now, I have a Chinese Vintage 30, an 8 ohm that I've been using on the channel for the past months. I love that speaker a lot. It was supplied to me by the very kind folks from TubeApp and it's a really nice specimen, I must say. It sounds really good. It's sizzly up top. It has that nasal V30 quality, and it really works well with any amp that I throw at it, basically. So I was very interested to try the new UK-made V30, which TubeApp also supplied to me. So again, many thanks to them. And by the way, if you want to buy this speaker, so the new V30 from the UK, check out my affiliate TubeApp link. And also note that you can get IR packs for both my Chinese version and the UK-made version in my web store. And I've also created a new bundle for you guys so that you can get both for a great price, all in my web store below. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is just compare the two with my setup. The setup is my Valiant Jupiter guitar with the polymath pickups, the bare knuckle polymaths, into my Lichtlaerm Audio Prometheus on the lead channel. Amazing sounding amplifier. The amp is being fed into my Grossmann Fatbox 1x12, my ISO cab, and I'm miking up the speakers with 3 different mics, 2 SM57s and 1 MD421K that I'm blending for a nice mix there. The mic positions and stuff and the mic levels will remain exactly the same between both the speakers, okay? So you know what? Let's just go ahead and get started and take a listen to a comparison between both the V30s. Check it out. All right, that was interesting. The differences are a bit more drastic than I was expecting. I think they both sound really good. They both sound like a V30, but yeah, again, pretty drastic difference there, which is surprising to me, but pretty nice because if they were to sound the same, you know, big deal, right? But in this case, there actually is a notable difference, which will probably make a big difference for you guys out there. Let's say that the Chinese V30 sounds a bit more nasal and spiky up top, definitely more forward and bright. And the English, so the UK-made V30, is a bit more warm and rolled off. It does sound more vintage, if you will. And I've tried many, many impulse responses over the years of V30s and a bunch from Ownhammer, for example. You know, Ownhammer has released a bunch of IRs from different time periods. And this does confirm the idea that the UK-made V30s are more smooth and warm sounding. And I know that a bunch of you out there dislike the V30 because it's so spiky and stuff. I don't agree with that, but that's just based on my personal taste, of course. But those folks might really enjoy the new UK-made V30s because of how smooth it sounds up top. Okay, now let's listen to an isolated comparison of those guitars, so without the drums and bass. Let's check it out. All right, so yeah, again, the difference is clear. The low-end response is similar, but up top, the UK-made V30 is definitely more smooth and rolled off. So it's surprising how drastic it is to me. I was expecting a difference, of course, but it does really sound as if they revoiced the speaker so that it sounds a certain way, if you will. And I don't know if this has to do with how they manufacture it or if there actually is a design difference as well, but it's cool. And if you think that the new ones sound a little bit too dark, of course you can turn up your presence or treble, you know, to open up the sound a little bit more. So this was really fun and interesting to me. Keep in mind that the other John Brown, who for me is the main John Brown, also did a video on this on his channel, probably more scientific than my video, so go check that out as well. If you want to try IRs of both these speakers, so the Chinese and the UK one, or get the bundle, check out my web store. Please let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on these different V30 types. I'd love to know. Also, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, as that really helps the channel out. And of course, you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And again, if you want to buy something in my affiliate links for Tube Amp Doctor, Thomann, or Sweetwater, check out my affiliate links, as that really helps the channel out. I'd really appreciate that. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching and hope to see you soon. Cheers.